did you do that? How did you do that?
So some of the exercises that I recorded when I was doing back, I believe I had a 5-pound, I had a 15-pound, I had a 35-pound. When I do some of those exercises, each of those weights are for different different movement. Even though it's for the back, but it's for different movement that I do. I still do the shadow exercises. That's what I call it. Could be something else, right? Where I stay on the bench, I'll put my hand neutral. I do 10 repetitions, and then I'll switch at the pronated, right? I'll do pronated, do 10 repetition, and supinated, 10 repetition. And if my hand could switch more, I will, switch. I'll do another 10 repetition. So pretty much I'll go from here, pretend that I'm at the 45 degrees like this, and then I'll open my arm, do, the same hands position, and then I'll go, straight like that. Do the same thing as much as my hand, my arm, my wrist could turn, and I'll do 10 repetitions for each, and then I'll go like this, do the same thing, different hand position, and then back as much as my wrist is allowed to move. So the thing is that at different position, your wrist could turn to a certain extent. So at this position, let's say if I'm 45 degrees, my hand could go like this, this, okay, this, and then that. If I'm here like that, I could go like this, that. All right, but the motion when you're at that bench like that, it's not as much as when you like this. You're doing it in front of you, right? Look, I'm not an expert. It's things that I've been doing that's working for me. That's why I'm explaining it, right? So when my arm is parallel like that, okay, my hand could go like this slightly, and sometimes at this position that way too. Okay, there's this way, right, where my thumb is that way, and there's this, again, my thumb is still that way, but I'm turning it this way. You get what I'm saying? So when you're doing all this motion, okay, you will see different back muscles is working. You don't need any weight. Just moving your arm, your wrist, your hand, different position, you're feeling different muscles in the back. And then the main thing is when you're doing it, you don't like fly your hands like crazy. The motion is coming through here, and then the twisting of the arm is affecting some of all these muscles like that. Okay, so if I have my hand turned like this, okay, I'm pulling with my shoulders. That's how far I could go, right? And if I turn it slightly like this, okay, now there's less stress on that on the arm, those muscles back here, and I could move it more, right? And if I put that supinated, neutral, okay, on different muscles, now I'm feeling it more like this. That's where, from the thumb area, that's where I'm feeling it, but I'm still pulling with the shoulders, right? And if I turn it again like this, now the motion lifting it up is a little less, there's less range of motion, right? So that's how much I can move. So pretty much the most range of motion is from here when you have that pronated, all right? And then neutral like this, okay? And then if you turn it like that where the thumb is down, there's less range of motion. So if you do that for all, like I have a video where I put the I think I was doing upright row. That was the best picture I was able to capture in one of my video. So I put a line going like this, okay, and then like that, cross over like a pizza, right? So different ways you could move your arm. You don't need any weight, you feel the burn. And if you do 10 repetitions for it, you could do at least 200 plus repetitions on these things, and then your back will feel burn, and you will feel all this too. All your arm, all this will you'll feel the burn. So it was when I had my neck muscle spasm, I was avoiding lifting above my shoulder, so I felt like I was losing strength, and I did, okay? So I wanted to keep those joints, the shoulder joints, still moving, but without putting heavy stress, lifting heavy with them. So I was trying to keep the muscle, the neck muscle, relaxed a little bit. The only exercises that I was doing for my neck was doing like this, you know, those kind of motion without lifting heavy above my shoulders, you know. So from doing that, from avoiding lifting to keep the shoulder joints lubricated, that's when I started doing these things without any weight, and then it felt really good. You could make your own judgment. My back is not that perfect, but this is, you know, it adds some details to the back muscle, okay? So you could try it. And if you, and I also do these things with the 5 pounds. So yeah, I had the 5 pound, the 15 pound, and the 35 pound. The 5 pound, I do, you know, as whatever come to mind when I'm doing it. I could do lateral raises, the side raises, the same way I was doing without any weight. And then and sometime I will hold it where, you know, I keep the load close to me. I actually bend my elbow to keep the load close to the back muscle, right, to the trap. So when I'm lifting, I have it here. Instead, when I have it here like that, all the, you know, the joint, this joint, my elbow joint, my wrist joint is trying to keep it stable, and the load is spreading from all here. But my main concern was my back, right? So I keep it close here, and I do this. Okay, I feel it right away, okay, with a 5 pound, okay? And then I will use the, I believe it was the 15. You know, I was just feeling like using this weight today. Sometime I could go higher, sometime I go lower. So I use the 15 the same way, but this time I bend my elbow slightly, not that close anymore, put it here, and then just lift this part with my elbow this way. Alright, almost the same way when I had the 5 pound close, like that, but somewhat like a not really 90, but close to a 45, just lifting like that, 45 degree, I mean, okay? And then I'll feel it on those back muscle, right? And then the 35 pound, the heaviest, okay, while I was at the bench, then I will do the row, okay? I will put the row, the dumbbell, okay, where the two circle part of it, they probably have a name for them. All right, the load is like this, parallel or perpendicular to my body, and I'm holding it at neutral position, neutral grip. All right, I'm pulling with my shoulder like this, okay? First I start with the shoulder, this, okay, this, and then that, okay, like this, that. And I do that squeeze. Let it go. This and that. And then I'll do 10 repetitions like that, and then I will switch it at neutral and do the same thing. Alright? Like this. And sometimes the bench prevents it from going higher, so I did with a 50 pound shrugs, and right after I did it the row again without the bench. I hold one the rack, and then I was doing the row. So yeah, I have that particular set that I record. I didn't record all of my workout, but at this instant nobody were around me, so I decided to record it, and then I'll show you guys. So yeah, please know I'm not an expert, just things, little tricks here and there that works for me, and I just want to share it. All right, so enjoy.